Tennis etiquette for spectators. How to cheer for your faves on the court. And it's the Latinos we'll be looking at as the country braces to see its current sporting hero play against some of the world's best players in no less than our very own backyard. 32 world-class players, including 20-year-old tennis phenom Alex Ila, are set to face off in the WTA Philippine Women's Open, which happens from January 26 to 31st at the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center. It's the first time a WTA-sanctioned professional tennis tournament will be played in the country, which makes it doubly important for Filipinos to conduct themselves properly as hosts. Attending a tennis tournament, whether a local open or a Grand Slam, is a unique sporting experience. The atmosphere is refined, the action is intense, and etiquette plays a crucial role. Unlike raucous team sports, tennis demands respect, timing, and awareness from spectators. Here are 8 tips on how to be a courteous and informed spectator at any tennis event. One of the most distinctive features of tennis is the silence during points. Players rely heavily on concentration, and even a stray comment or phone notification can disrupt their rhythm. Applaud enthusiastically, but only after the point has ended. Avoid talking, moving, or making any noise once the server is preparing to serve until the point ends. Know when to move. Watching tennis is like watching a play. The audience is expected to stay seated during rallies. If you need to leave your seat or retain, wait for the changeover. Ushers at major tournaments will often hold foot traffic until play pauses. Follow their guidance. Standing and walking at the wrong moment can distract players and annoy fellow spectators. Cheering is encouraged, but it should be fair and tasteful. Applaud great shots from either player, not just the favorite. It's bad form to clap when a player makes an error, hits a double fault, or misses an easy shot. Tennis values appreciation of skill over partisan celebration. Sometimes, an over-partisan crowd can work against the favorite, as the rival player can be motivated to try even harder, which might have been the case in Ila's recent defeat by Alicia Parks, once the American player got over losing 0-6 in the first set and being shell-shocked by the overly loud Filipino crowd in the Australian Open. Mobile phones should be switched to silent mode. And remember that phones placed on a seat or armrest can vibrate and buzz loud enough for players to hear. Avoid using the flash when shooting, as it can distract the players. Dress appropriately and comfortably. While you don't need to be as dressed up as for a golf tournament or a polo match, you shouldn't be wearing sandals and slippers in a tennis match, either. Consider the weather, as matches can last several hours under the sun. Hats, sunglasses, and sunblock are practical essentials. Just make sure your Jisuli fan isn't making too much of a racket, as some stadiums or courts can be really quiet. Follow food and drink etiquette. Enjoying refreshments is part of the experience, but do so discreetly. Avoid unwrapping noisy packaging or popping a soda can during play. Rowdy behavior is out of place at a tennis match and may result in removal from the venue. Disputed line calls are part of the sport, but spectators should never shout advice or opinions. Let the chair umpire and officials manage the match. Comments directed at players or officials are considered poor form and may be penalized. Mind the kids. If you're attending with children, take time to explain tennis etiquette beforehand. And leave the bawling baby at home. Teach kids to watch quietly, clap at the right moments, and remain seated during points. Finally, enjoy the elegance, the rhythm, and the genteel traditions of this century-old game. Tennis tournaments are as much about atmosphere as athleticism. By observing proper etiquette, spectators help maintain the traditions that make tennis special. Whether you're watching from Wimbledon's center court or a sun-baked outer court in Rizal Memorial, good behavior ensures a better experience for players, officials, and fellow fans alike. Tennis is a curious blend of power and politeness. It's a sport where thunderous serves meet whispered applause, where emotions run hot but manners stay cool. For spectators, this balance is part of the magic. Cheering for your favorite player isn't just allowed, it's encouraged. But how you do it matters. Tennis etiquette isn't about killing joy. It's about shaping it so everyone, from players to fellow fans, can enjoy the match. So whether you're sitting courtside at a Grand Slam or glued to a hard plastic seat at a local tournament, here's your guide to cheering with passion, respect, and style. The sacred silence, and why it matters. In tennis, silence isn't awkward, it's powerful. Unlike football or basketball, tennis requires intense concentration. Players rely on rhythm, timing, and mental clarity, especially during serves and rallies. That's why the hush before a point feels almost ceremonial. As a spectator, respecting this silence is the first rule of tennis etiquette. Cheer between points, not during them. Applaud a brilliant rally once it ends, not while it's unfolding. That split second of restraint shows you understand the game and the effort behind every shot. Think of it like this: your silence is part of the performance. Tennis racket and ball. Applause is universal, bias is optional. It's natural to have a favorite. Maybe you love their one-handed backhand, their underdog story, or just their vibes. But tennis culture encourages appreciation of great tennis, no matter who delivers it. When an opponent hits a stunning winner or pulls off an impossible save, a round of applause is more than polite. It's classy. This kind of sportsmanship is one of tennis's quiet superpowers. It says, "I'm here for excellence, not just allegiance." Cheer for your player. Applaud great shots from both sides. You can do both, and the best fans always do. Timing is everything. Ever heard a lone come on erupt at the worst possible moment? Yeah, don't be that person. Good cheering is about timing. Yes to applause after points. Yes to encouragement during changeovers. Yes to celebrating set wins and match points. No to shouting mid-serve. No to sudden noises during rallies. Even positive noise can become a distraction if it's mistimed. The goal isn't to be louder, it's to be smarter. Keep it positive, always. Tennis etiquette has a strong anti-booing streak. Booing players, mocking errors, or heckling officials isn't just frowned upon. It's considered bad form. Why? Because tennis is brutally honest. There's no clock to run out, no teammates to hide behind. When a player misses, they feel it deeply. Kicking them while they are down doesn't add drama. It drains dignity. If you're frustrated, clap politely. If you disagree with a call, sigh quietly. Save the outrage for the group chat. Class never goes out of style. National pride without the noise war. International tournaments often bring flags, face paint, and patriotic chants. This can be electric if it stays respectful. Cheering for your country is totally fine. Turning it into a hostile takeover of the stadium is not. Avoid chanting during points, drowning out other fans, or ganging up on one player with relentless noise.